Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Hello, sorry about that. had to get Facebook started. I am missing in action, Sarah. Right, let me just get a few things set up again, briefly. Bear with. I might be a bit late starting. Facebook wasn't working, so I had to get it set up because I'm sick to death of it not starting. So I had to make sure I got it starting. Right, that's that. Make sure Facebook is on here. Okay, Facebook is on. Start the treadmill with 5 seconds to go. Oh, stop it again. Stop the treadmill. And we're off. So, this is the ZLDR recovery hour. And I'm just going to catch up Tina and Diana. I think is it Jarrett leading us today? Jeff Partridge is there. Hi Tina. So, recovery hour on Zwift Run with the ZLDR gang. Keith says have a good run, and he's done a fantastic interval session today. Nice one. Hello Wanda, hope you're well. Diana's got a full marathon tomorrow. Princess of Watopia. Clive Finnemore's just up ahead as well. Amy Green. Just catch up with Amy and Clive, shall we? Tina's up there as well. Tina, are you starting to feel stronger? Because you're starting to run stronger. Paul Hayward's going to run after the football. What football? I know there's only one important match, and that's tomorrow. Good. In reply to my question as to whether she's alright, she's running faster, she's running stronger, Tina says yes. Oh right, QPR are playing, okay. Queen's Park Rangers playing today apparently. What division are they in at the moment, Paul? Conference League South, is it? So we're just going to have a nice easy hour today. Nothing special, nothing dramatic, just comfortable. I've literally just finished a roast dinner, so I can't run fast or I will throw up everywhere. So we just need to run gentle and let my dinner settle. Cooking a roast dinner. How long have you known me, Clive? Jeff says, where's the music? Is it just a bit quieter than usual? It is there. I can hear it in my headphones. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Jeff knows me well, you see, as if cousins would cook. Victoria makes the best roast dinner. What, the music's just stopped? Surely it's there. Well, it's definitely playing in my ears, and I can see the graphic display of it playing on the stream. It must just be like quiet for you. Maybe Zwift has stolen it again. I will be in Cornwall on Sunday. Full stop. Can I come for dinner? Question mark. Yeah, Victoria can, Tina can hear the music. I think you're just going deaf in your old age, Jeff. That's what it is. Kevin DeLuca says, after her amazing 50 miles, she deserves to rest this week. You have to cook as well. What? Surely not. Yeah, she can rest as in not running. Normally, Victoria would be by my side tonight, running. But she's resting this week. She doesn't have to run at all. Oh, that's very clever, John Freeze. Look at that. Look how that came up on the stream. Very nice. Slim Guy says the music sounds fine on YouTube. Thanks, Slim Guy. Are you actually a Slim Guy? Oh, Clive, if it's full-on mother-in-law, then yeah, no, I'll save it for another day. Thanks for the offer, though. Thanks very much for inviting me, but I'm going to turn your generous offer down. Me and a mother-in-law dinner. I mean, your mother-in-law. I don't know. Now, my own mother, that would be even worse. Oh, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not even going to go there. Suffice to say that New Year's Day, when we went to visit my mum, she put a bit too much salt in the dinner. We all sat there and we were, honestly, Victoria was a superstar because she ate as much of it as she possibly could. The rest of us sat there kind of just thumbing it around our plate, hoping that my mum wouldn't notice. I think she did realise she'd put a bit too much salt in it. Anyway. Okay, so we are nearly nine minutes in to the ZLDR recovery run. 1 hour of gentle, easy running. Honestly, my mother would probably admit that she's not the greatest cook in the world. But normally her problem is volume. She never seems to be able to measure how many how much food for how many people there are at the table. So, like, quite often, when I was a child, we used to get the smallest portions of stuff because she'd not realised how much she needed to cook. The food usually tastes okay. But this New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I can't remember what it was. And of course, these days, she's only used to cooking for herself. Thanks for promoting the live stream. Anyway, I'll leave my mother alone. She does her best, bless her. Jarrett says, Princess, what are you baking for us today? Yeah, talking about cooking, Diana regularly posts photos on Facebook of what she's cooked. And she is a baking demon. From the photos I've seen, Diana is a baking demon. Amy says I can't cook. Quite honestly and openly, Amy says I can't cook. Who does the cooking in your house then, or what do you do for food? Apparently, Awesome Andy is only doing 30 minutes today. Peter Fanning says every time someone gives me a ride on, my screen freezes. Oh, Amy, even though she can't cook, Amy says she still has to do it. Feel really bad for your children and your husband! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! I hope they don't complain at you too often, Amy. Sarah says, my husband does the cooking in our house. I'm great at ordering in. Yeah, I'm great at ordering in, actually, Sarah. Very good at ordering in. So, busy Easter weekend planned for Victoria and myself. Well, certainly for me. Victoria is still recovering. Victoria is allowed to relax Saturday and Sunday. I am off to Cornwall Saturday, scouting out live streaming locations for a race in the next few months. And then Sunday, speaking at the Cornwall Running Show. And on Monday, we're going to go and have a meal with Sarah Jacobson. When are you flying over, Sarah? So, really looking forward to that. Should be nice. We're taking Sarah to a classic English cuisine restaurant. I don't think they have it in the States. It's called McDonald's. Very nice food, served very quickly as well. So it'll be a new experience for Sarah, sampling some classic British cuisine over in London on Monday. Looking forward to introducing Sarah to McDonald's. Plant-based burgers all round, Clive, exactly. Right, they're all talking about cooking and food now on the live stream, on the chat in game rather. Harpit burgers. Right, I don't know if Sarah's fallen for it or not. Sarah's flying tomorrow. Gets in very early on Sunday morning into the UK. For some reason she says, "Oh my God, Stephen, please no." I don't know what that's in reference to. I mean, obviously it can't be the British cuisine. She wouldn't be so rude as to disparage British cuisine without having tried it. But anyway, we'll see. You looking forward to it, Sarah? Right, now Sarah says in absolute massive capital letters, no McDonald's. Or look, I am joking, Sarah. We're not taking you to McDonald's. We're not. It probably will be a burger joint. No, we're not. No, honestly, we're not. There's no fast food here. We'll go to a nice restaurant by the Thames. Oh dear. But it won't be expensive. We're not flashy types. Don't be expecting shirt and tie, collar and tie restaurant. You know, just a basic restaurant. Nothing flashy, but not McDonald's. Cookies and milk for pudding. Oh, I see. Right, no, Sarah did get that I was joking. But she says, just teasing, I trust you. Brackets, well, I trust Victoria. Implicitly. Sarah has, let's face it, the right idea. Kevin says, cookies or Marmite. Well, cookies with Marmite, Kevin. Cookies with Marmite spread on the top. Surely that would be very tasty. Right, I'm going to give Pete Fanning a ride on because I want to see what happens. Is he going to complain? Here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Pete's screen freezes. Let's dropped a ride on Pete Fanning's head. Let's see. I just gave you a ride on, Pete. Right, Clive says, I think we need to catch up with Amy and Tina. Why are they going so far ahead then? What's the matter with them? Did they not hear me say we were going for an easy, relaxed run? Kev, honestly, I would never put Marmite on a cookie. Right, I'm catching up. Gosh, it's hot in here. 25 and a half degrees on the Amy temperature gauge. The Amy Green Memorial temperature gauge. Right, just catching up to the ladies. Right, that's what I'm calling it from now on. It's the Amy Green Memorial Temperature Gauge. Right, Amy's going at 6:27 per kilometre, 9.3. Okay, that's 20 minutes talking about food. Full stop. What else have we got? Question mark. Right, Amy says, but I'm not dead. Does it... Do you have to be dead to have a memorial? I suppose you do, don't you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's called planning ahead, Amy. Garrett says nobody is allowed to die on my runs. Right, Tina says slow down. Amy's ahead. Amy is going off like Usain Bolt. Right, I'm slowing down for you, Tina. The Amy Green Memorial Thermometer is going up. Oh, come on, this isn't good. Oh, that's rubbish. The Amy Green Memorial Thermometer is currently reading 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, Amy. Honestly, no. I'm. Should we call it that, or should we? I mean, you know, we know Amy's not dead, but it's got a nice ring to it. I like it. What? Right, alternative names then, Amy. See, yeah, Clive likes it. What alternative names for the thermometer? What could we use instead? Right, see, Amy likes it as well. That's what, it's got to be that. It has to be that. Or we could just shorten it to AGMT. AGMT. Amy Green Memorial Thermometer. So whenever I talk about the AGMT is reading 25 degrees... Right, Jarrett says, how did the hacker get away from the police? How did the hacker get away from the police? Oh, that is very good. He ran somewhere. I like it. He ran somewhere. Very good. Jarrett, that is actually a quality joke. Take the compliment, as they don't come round very often with your jokes. Howard says, how do you message while running? Sharon, we use voice to text, sometimes with very entertaining results. Gasp to text. Well, yes, this is why we are much further back than you and running very slowly. We are all about the chat and less about the training, unfortunately. Clive Finnemore feeling very protective of the FMR family. Tina, how are you doing? Are you okay? If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube or Twitch, hello by the way. I am not ignoring you. I am glancing to my left every so often just in case there is some chat up there. Jeff Partridge says, "Speak for yourself, cousins. In terms of all about the chat and less about the training." I am trying to put off Lakeland 100 training as long as possible. $15 weeks to go. Yeah, well, I've got Guernsey Ultra in the middle of that as well. Well, not in the middle, in about 4 weeks' time. We've got Guernsey Ultra first, and then we can ramp it up for Lakeland. And we're supposed to be doing this Everest challenge, aren't we, in June? Were we thinking something like June the 25th? I think that was a date that was in my head. Oh, blimey. Clive Finnemore has got the Traverse, the double Traverse. You are a lunatic, Clive, you really are. 100 miles, Jarrett. No, it's not in Florida. In the Lake District in the UK. I'm doing TDS as well, Jeff, you lazy old man. Maybe that's why I'm going to crash and burn at TDS as well. through no fault of my own, I'll have you know. I can't help it if people fall off cliffs in front of me. I know that's not funny, it's not meant to be funny, I'm sorry. Not funny, I know. Right, Jarrett says 30 minutes down. 30 minutes to go. I should be putting on camera angle 11, shouldn't I? 7 rather, not 11. I'm talking about. Right, camera angle 7. See, now Tina Beard is way ahead again. I think she speeds up and then so she can have a little rest later on and slow right down. Jarrett says, how do you get $1,000 in cryptocurrency? Invest 2,000, yeah. Seems to be the case at the moment, to be honest. Yes. Bitcoin is not doing well at the moment. My graphics card is earning me about 50 cents a day. If that. Probably costing me more in electricity. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, jinx, says Diana, yeah. At the moment, I think it's just about worth it. Full stop. But not good for the environment, admittedly. Clive says, my chest and arms are aching like I've been to the gym. It was that Zwift Run League on Wednesday, swinging my arms too fast. I reckon that Zwift Running League has done you in, hasn't it, Clive? John Free says, I'm still sore from the December Running League. I am slowly killing off all my ZRL team members. Amy, do you fancy joining? Question mark. Exclamation mark. Well, both John Freeze, Ryan Downey and Clive Finnemore have all suffered in the Film My Run team. Yeah, Ryan Downey's still around. At 25 minutes to go. Amy, I am only thinking of the AGMT. It might make the name more appropriate. I am going to do live streaming next Wednesday of the Zwift Running League. So Clive and who else did we have? Oh, Kevin. Clive and Kevin need to get their phones ready. Sarah Jacobson says, I haven't done an outside run in weeks. Well, that's what we're doing on Monday, Sarah. Did I not tell you to bring your running gear? We are running along the Thames Path in London all Monday after. That's what we arranged. I thought we'd planned all that. No, bring your running shoes. Jeff Parcher says, you didn't ask me if I wanted to join. Yeah, but I don't. You're old enough. I don't need to try and kill you off. You'll be dead soon anyway. You're doing Lakeland 50 for goodness sake. If that doesn't kill you off, I don't know what will. Amy Green says, I've actually ventured outside 4 times this week. I didn't like it. What? It took you 4 times to realise you didn't like it. Jeff, you better give me some tips and advice on Lakeland, by the way. I am only joking about you, Dead. You bloody live through everything you do. She knew after 30 seconds and still kept going out. Look, I keep telling people running outside is bad for your health. I know you did, Jeff. So that's why I need some tips and advice from you. Having never done Lakeland before, you're a bit of a... what's the word I'm looking for? Not know-it-all, for goodness sake. Aficionado, or, you know, you've been there a few times and you know what it's all about. Amy says, I don't really know what I was thinking, to be honest. You were probably drunk as usual, Amy. Every time I see her, she's drunk. I think Victoria's trying to tell me something on Alexa. I can't hear her properly. She's probably telling me off for ribbing everybody. A is for apples, B is for bananas. What is C for? Says Jarrett. Explosives is the answer. C. What is C4? Oh, C4, is that a kind of explosive? C4, Semtex, is that C4? Not sure. Amy says I don't get it. I think C4 is a type of explosive. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it isn't a type of yes, type of plastic explosive, yes. There we go. Not cake at all. Just check up on heart rate. Nice and comfortable. We're still in zone 1. Yeah, cake is better than plastic explosive. Cake is better than plastic explosive. Full stop. This is a phrase we do not hear very often. Clive is impressed with our back garden. Yeah, I mowed the lawn just before we started, Clive. Tidiness of the garden mirrors the organisation in the central cortex of my brain. Homemade garden. Yeah. You know, for the second or possibly the third time this week, Tina. Rude. It's just, you know, I'm constantly ribbed. Constantly. I have the urine extracted, for want of a better phrase. So it's night time in Watopia. I know you do, Tina. She says, I love to rib you. Just you wait until we meet in real life one day, Tina. Clive will tell you it's not a pleasant experience. Jarrett could go for some ribs. Tina says, I'm scared. Ooh. I tend to shout very loud in exposed locations. Wow. Clive says my smart bike trainer has been packed up and put on Facebook Marketplace. Better than hanging clothes on. Wow, Clive. Well, my trainer is upstairs in the loft at the moment. It will come down again one day. Oh, this is true. You also need to start saving up for next year's Paris Marathon trip. So, do you, Amy, and Diana, and Tina, although Tina doesn't like to travel. Amy, you have a whole year to organise coming to Paris with us again. Tina, are you going to come? Are you going to come to Paris? Are you coming to Paris, Jeff? Jeff says, there you go again, not asking me if I want to go. The problem is, Jeff, you're off the screen, so I don't see your name on the screen. John Fries can come as well if he wants to come over from the US. Look, before I upset everyone, you are all invited to come to run the Paris Marathon next year. Goodness sake. Right. We are approaching the last 10 minutes here. We're going to get about 9k in. Jeff says, good to know somebody's thinking of me. Well, if you will run so fast that your name is not on the screen, what do you expect me to do? Question mark. Yeah, Clive did have one or two transport issues on the first day. It's all a learning experience, Clive. Oh, yes! Yeah, I can't remember what it's called either. Clive, what's that bad dog run thing? 40 miles in 10-mile loops. Oh, you're not thinking of Grim Reaper? No? In Grimsthorpe. Did I mention that? Right, no worries, Tina. Yeah, you've done amazing. Well done. You keep getting stronger and stronger, Tina. Every run, they're a little bit stronger. Okay, Grim Reaper, yes. That's on in 2023, isn't it, I think? I'm not sure. Or maybe it is... Oh, I can't remember. Maybe it is on this next year. Hang on a minute. Where are we now? Yeah, I don't think it's on this year. I think Grim Reaper is on next year, I think. Jarrett says, I took my son out for his first pint today. I don't know if this is, I think this is probably a joke. I got him a Foster's. He didn't like it, so I drank it. Then I got him a Budweiser. He didn't like that either, so I drank it. It was the same with the Guinness and the hard cider. Very good. Says by the time we got down to the whiskey, I could hardly push the stroller anymore. Nice. Laughed and reported. So we're into the last 10 minutes now, last 9 minutes really of the ZLDR recovery hour. We've just taken it nice and easy. Well, we'll have 9 kilometers under our belt, or at least 8 or 9 kilometers by the time we've finished. So that'll do. Taking a nice easy week this week. Again, after the Paris Marathon, I know I didn't do 50 miles like my wife, but I thought just, you know, I haven't got anything major to train for until, but Lakeland is the major one, Lakeland 100, so that's not until July. So I can afford to have a couple of easy weeks, I think, just let my body recover after the training block up to Paris, which was basically from Christmas, or from New Year, January all the way up to April. We were doing some fairly intense training. So we'll drop off now for 2 weeks, and then we'll come back again in a week or so and start ramping it up for Guernsey and Lakeland. And then once we hit Lakeland, it's basically full steam ahead to TDS in Chamonix, Berlin Marathon, London Marathon, and the Ben Nevis Ultra, all coming in August and September. So, no, August, September and October. So it's going to be a very busy few months. And the annoying thing is, all of those races apart from the London Marathon, I am going to try hard. Yeah. Ben Nevis is a big one we have to finish. Berlin, I'm going to try for a PB, marathon PB. TDS, I have to finish in my third attempt, fourth time of applying. Third actual attempt. So they're big ones to get done, and Lakeland, first time I've ever done it. I'd really like to finish that. So there's no let up from July onwards to October. There's no let up. So I really need these next couple of weeks just to relax. Jeff has got the Pennine Barrier 50 in a few weeks. Then he's doing the Serpent Trail 100k. Then he's got the Rat, then Lakeland and TDS. So that's no simple task either, is it, Jeff? Jeff's filling his calendar this year as well. That's right up there, isn't it? Serpent Trail, the Rat, Lakeland and TDS, and the Pennine Barrier 50. That is mad. Blimey. Clive, we'll see you at the Rat. I'll see you at the Rat as well. Although I'm not running it. that I am live streaming. I'll see you at Lakeland, I'll see you at TDS, and I'll see Clive and Marcus Holmes at the Ben Nevis Ultra, and we'll see the whole Zwift team at Berlin Marathon. So, ironically, London Marathon, which is often people's main race of the year, for me, London Marathon is going to be a nice easy jog around. Amy's going to stick to 5Ks and 10Ks. Good for you, Amy. 5 minutes left. Tina Beard's husband has brought her a chicken chow mein home. Very nice too. Jarrett has uttered the immortal words, make sure to cool down and stretch when you're done. Hands up if you're actually going to do that. Cool down in the shower and stretch on the sofa. Yeah. John Freeze is upset because I haven't invited him to the London Marathon. Come on, John. Get over here. Right, John, in all seriousness, is there any chance that you would be able to come to Paris, to run in Paris? I know it's a big ask to come over from the States, but it's, we've had Grace and we've had Jamie come over from the States to run, so there's plenty of people who are willing to come over from the States and run in Europe. Tina says, thanks everyone, have a great weekend whatever you're doing. And we're just going to hit 9 kilometres, so that's nice. Dead on 9 kilometres actually. Tina says bye-bye all. Jeff says well done all. Have a good weekend. Thanks for leading, Jarrett. Thank you for leading and for your above average quality jokes, Jarrett. Clive says, thanks for the comedy hour, Stephen. It's not meant to be, it's meant to be serious training, Clive. There's no fun to be had here. I don't know where you're getting comedy from. So shower time, relax time, and then early in the morning I am in the car and on the way down to Cornwall. So I'll see you guys all on Monday for the community run. See you all on Monday for the community run. Thanks Amy, thanks John Fries, thanks Clive, thanks Jarrett, thanks Tina, thanks Jeff, thanks Sarah, thanks John Farrell, thanks Diana. Well done everyone, and we'll see you all later. That is 9 kilometres done, and we are finished. Till next time. Right, that is it. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for the comedy chat. Lots of ribbing and lots of mickey taking, but it's how we like it. It's good old banter, and we love it, and we love you all. So thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part. Well done if you did. And we'll see you all on Monday for the MHG FMR Hack ZLDR Combined Community 10K. Take care. See you then. Bye bye.